Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. So we're seeing some big moves, intraday moves, and it looked like the bulls were going to take this and just squeeze the shorts all the way up into that, 67.20, 67, 50 range. But we hit the moving average right here, and it was just nonstop selling. And then we made this, right here you can see we made a higher low, took out these, and we ended up closing up 24, almost 25 points. NVIDIA reported some pretty good numbers. It should move the needle in the markets. We have to wait and see on it. I know there was a little bit of a spike in the ES, but, it's a long night of trading, especially with that repo issue that's going on. So this is the pattern that I'm kind of looking at for the S&P, and it's actually a bear flag. It's not even a bullish pattern here, but if it's going to follow it, we can anticipate that we're going to see the S&P come somewhere up into the 67.20, and if it's going to be in play, it would get rejected to the downside. Now, if it gets above this level, then really the next one we're looking at is right around that 67.50, and these would be my upside targets where I'd be looking to short the market if it gets up here. The 67.50 up to the 67.70. And if we end up taking out these lows, then I think things could get, go back to ugly. But tomorrow, I'm definitely leaning to the upside, and then maybe towards the end of the day, seeing some profit taking. But again, trying to predict that before the market opens is not a winning game. So first line in the sand, the bulls need to get above is 66.90. If they 66.90, 66.92. If they can get above that, they really should have a clean shot. Well, we'll have some resistance right here. It's not a whole lot. It's just really this little blip right here. So this is really going to be the big resistance. It's going to be that 66.92. Next one will be 66.13, but then you can see there's really nothing above it until we get into that 67.50. So let's see if there's any moving averages. 67.13. So that would be matching up with the channel that I was showing you before, because this would be, what it is, what I'm showing you this is just an ABC. This is the target, 67.20, and it pretty much matches up with the channel. Now, the reason why I show you these is that they're pretty powerful, because what I had pointed out when we were here was that if this was an ABC move, that the downside target would be 65.81. We ended up going a little bit below it, but that's why I'm kind of thinking that at a bare minimum, we're going to come up to right around here before the market makes a decision to jump up to the 67.50, 67.75 before heading down again. And really, I'm looking for this to end sometime in early December. So we didn't have it. We didn't really have any bullish divergences. We had a little bit, but on the hourly chart, we really don't. So that's suggesting that we're going to have another push to the downside at some point. And is it just a matter of, is it up here, somewhere in the at the moving averages on the 60? Are they going to try to close the gap? Personally, I think anywhere between the 67.25 and the 67.73, there's our 67.50, 70, and then 67.75. Those are going to be where sellers are waiting. If they get above, then we just assume that they're coming up to close the gap. But if sellers show up, then we're looking at really the next move would be coming somewhere down into the 64.32, which is also, we have support in this area too, but this would be the 23% retracement. Let's take a look at IWM. Same thing, man. Believe it or not, I traded this pretty good today, because what I had said, we took a 234, 233 call put trade on it, and it shot up. And I said once it gets up, once it got up to the 235, we took a 235 call and put. And when it got up here, I had said, once it gets to 236, I'm taking half of the call trade off of there that we had at the 234s and leave the 235s, and it ended up we sold the rest of the 34s right around entry, and then I said to get out of the 235s, the 235 calls, and we ended up coming all the way down, and it was after the initial move up, man, it was pretty much all selling on it. So if we're gonna head up again, 235 would be my first target, 236 would be my second target for IWM. But I'm going into the market open-minded tomorrow. So let's see what plays out in the morning. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you guys in